Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on SmackDown, Superstars, and some brief news that's going on with WWE. And here we go. And the last part of the thing will be from a live correspondent from one of my friends on Facebook. Well, at tonight's WWE SmackDown tapings, it was announced that Teddy Long will be the guest general manager for Monday's edition of Raw and Tuesday's Live Great American Bash edition themed of SmackDown. And WWE is using general managers from the past as guest GMs while the board of directors searches for a permanent general manager. The general manager of Raw and SmackDown will be announced during the 1000th Raw episode on July 23rd. WWE issued an apology on Tuesday, earlier today, over a technical glitch that occurred during the first 3 minutes of Monday's Raw show. Due to a technical malfunction at USA Network's Master Control, the opening of last night Raw Super Show was inadvertently interrupted by a 60-second local spot that reads the statement, "On the behalf of USA Network and those of us here at WWE, we apologize for this error." And you can catch that error on WWE.com itself. Not sure how many people that actually affected. I have Comcast, so I didn't have any issues. And if you're among those affected, you can watch the first 3 minutes of the Raw on WWE.com. Okay, and that was a brief, like I said, brief news on WWE this week. Okay, they taped Superstars. There will be 2 reports from that, and a second report as well from the Dark Match main event. Well, the first report stated that WWE Tag Team Champions Kofi Kingston beat Michael McGillicuddy. Kofi got a huge pop, and McGillicuddy got a mid-heat response. Pretty awkward toward the end, but overall a decent enough match, lasting about 10 minutes. And this was from the Raw brand tapings. And the second match was Darren Young defeated Epico after some shenanigans from Titus O'Neil. Decent match going about 5 minutes, but a lame finish with interferences. AEW's gimmick will definitely get over since his mic stayed on all match. And they probably use a hashtag as annoying on the Superstars show. Okay, also with AEW. And the SmackDown version of they taped 4 matches, but they may not have all 4 of them. One of them probably might be a dark match, but I doubt it. Being matches are 4 minutes long, 5 minutes long. They got to fill a 1-hour program. Well, okay. Anyways, the Uso brothers defeated Hunico and Camacho. Sin Cara defeated Antonio Cesaro with Oksana by countout. Kane defeated Heath Slater. And the Primetime Players defeated Primo and Epico. And that ended the Superstars taping. And now for the SmackDown episode from Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana. Full results. Brodus Clay in a dark match with Cameron and Naomi defeated Drew McIntyre. Not much into this first report from the event, but a more detailed report in the second part of it. Okay, they started off the taping for SmackDown. Layla defeated AJ with the help from Daniel Bryan. Yeah, Daniel Bryan helped AJ lose. Bryan came out chanting the Borgasm, as I call it. Yes, yes, yes. And AJ got distracted, very similar to what she does to them when Kane is in the match with the triple threat matches the last 2 weeks, allowing Layla to get the pin and the win. Bryan called out Vicky Guerrero and demanded AJ be banned from ringside during his WWE title match against CM Punk at the Money in the Bank, but Vicky announces AJ will be the guest referee for that match instead. So I expect a screw job in that one. And then Vicky announces Money in the Bank qualifying matches for tonight and next week. First matchup was next. Damian Sandow defeated Zack Ryder to be qualified into the Money in the Bank for the SmackDown version. Tyson Kidd defeated Jack Swagger to qualify for the Money in the Bank SmackDown version. And Jack Swagger got on the mic and ended up getting laid out by Jerry the King Lawler to a big pop from the crowd. This was likely, wasn't on TV, probably dark segment. Santino Marella and Christian defeated Cody Rhodes and David Otunga to qualify for the Money in the Bank. So that's a 2-in-1 deal. Otunga got on the mic and posed for the crowd after the match. Triple H came down and hit him with a pedigree for another dark segment. Meaning it's not going to be on the, probably will not be on the show. And also Booker T got involved and hit Otunga and did a spin Rooney for a very big pop. Alright, then they take the backstage segment with Bryan and AJ. And the next match, Ryback was on his melee with defeating 2 local jobbers in a squash match. There'll be a little bit more detailed in the next match, the next report for that one. Teddy Long announces Layla and the Great Khali versus Oksana and Antonio Cesaro for Tuesday's live SmackDown. Teddy will be the general manager for Raw and SmackDown, as they announced for next week. Tenside defeated Justin Gabriel to qualify for the Money in the Bank match. For the SmackDown version, Sheamus defeated Dolph Ziggler and Alberto Del Rio in the main event to retain the World Heavyweight title. Sheamus got the win after a bro kick on Ziggler. And that ended the report for report number 1 for SmackDown. Okay, now for report number 2. Thanks to Nathan Rice and Nick, who were at the WWE SmackDown and Superstars tapings in Evansville, Indiana. Dark match, Brodus Clay with Cameron and Naomi defeated Drew McIntyre in 2 minutes 20 seconds. McIntyre got some offense working over Clay's injured knee, but Clay came back and got the win with his big splash finisher. And Superstars taped. Uso brothers defeated Hunico and Camacho in 6 minutes 15 seconds. Hunico was pinned by one of the Usos. Okay, match number 2. Sin Cara defeated Antonio Cesaro with Oksana by count out in a 3 minute 55 seconds. The finish came after a pretty even match. Cesaro attacked a celebrating Sin Cara afterwards. Sin Cara fought back and got the better of him. A lot of people didn't seem to who knew who Cesaro was, but he worked the crowd to a massive heat. Match number 3. Kane defeated Heath Slater in 3 minutes 20 seconds. Slater cut a promo about people stealing his spotlight. Kane came out to a good pop and beat Slater with a choke slam. And that was your difference between the other report, because they didn't know which was which. From the Superstars, from report number 1. Okay, match number 4. Primetime Players with Abraham Washington defeated Primo and Epico in 4 minutes 18 seconds. Abraham distracted the referee while Titus O'Neil hit his finisher for the win. And that concluded Superstars taping. And then they set up for the SmackDown. And of course, Layla defeated AJ in a non-title match. Daniel Bryan showed up and chanted the yes, I call them Borgasms, which distracted AJ and cost her the match. While Bryan and AJ argued with the dueling yes chants occurred, Vicky Guerrero showed up to massive heat. Nothing stated in that one compared to the other report. Bryan said he wanted AJ banned from ringside at Money in the Bank. Vicky said a WWE website poll said 75% of the fans want AJ to be the guest referee at Money in the Bank. And Nick wrote that that Vicky said AJ will be the special referee for the match. Vicky also announced that the qualifying matches would occur to determine Money in the Bank match competitors, which was up next, and that was Damian Sandow defeating Zack Ryder in the Money in the Bank qualifying match. Sandow rolled up Ryder for the 3 count. He was supposed to have his feet on the ropes, but he missed a spot. Referee restarted the match. Sandow won with his finisher. Can you say botch, folks? One can only assume that they will edit the finish for that one. We'll see which one they use on that one. Okay. Lost my spot there. Okay. Tyson Kidd defeated Jack Swagger in match number 3 in a Money in the Bank qualifier. A big win for Kidd. He joined Sandow in the SmackDown version for the Money in the Bank match. After that match, Swagger cut a promo about his hair and was then interrupted by Jerry the King Lawler, who knocked him down and dropped him off the top ropes. It was unclear if that would be on the show or not. Then they go backstage segment. Dolph Ziggler told Vicky to ban the Road Kick and the Cross Arm Breaker in the main event, but she slapped him when he told her that he was more important than her. After that, he said it was okay, but he wanted her to introduce him tonight and raise his hand as the World Heavyweight Champion. Okay, so that one was different than the other one. See how that pans on TV. Match number 4, Santino Marella and Christian defeated Cody Rhodes and David Otunga in the Money in the Bank qualifier. Christian pinned Otunga with a spear. Santino and Christian both earned a spot in the Money in the Bank match. Well, David Otunga told Evansville that he wouldn't leave without flexing a few times. He was then stopped by Triple H, who let Otunga pose a few times and then pedigreed him. Of course, this was probably not on the show. And then Booker T got a shot in after Otunga spilled to the floor and got in the ring and did a spin-a-rooney. Also, the only shirt they were sold out at the event was the pink Dolph Ziggler shirt. Okay, then they did a backstage segment. Daniel Bryan talking to AJ. She killed it with her performance again. Ryback, in match number 5, beat a pair of local jobbers. The jobbers were billed as being from Henderson, Kentucky, which got massive heat. And they were very loud. There was a very loud "Feed Me More" chant that broke out from the crowd, which was awesome. Next segment was Teddy Long announcing that he will be the general manager for next week's Raw and SmackDown TV shows, as Tuesday will be live. He said Antonio Cesaro and Oksana will team up to face Layla and Great Khali on the live SmackDown show, which is also Great American Bash themed. Match number 6, Tensai with Sakamoto. Well, I thought they had an argument the last 2 weeks. Well, he defeated Justin Gabriel in the Money in the Bank qualifier in a convincing win for Tensai. It was interesting to see Sakamoto was at ringside with Tensai, as apparently the beating did nothing to dissuade his loyalty. In your main event, Sheamus defeats Dolph Ziggler and Alberto Del Rio in a triple threat match to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. A good TV main event with good near finishes. The actual finish came when Ziggler had Del Rio rolled up, but Sheamus hit him with a Bro Kick. Sheamus threw Del Rio out of the ring and then pinned Ziggler. Okay, the same report. Reporter gave the dark match results. John Cena defeated Big Show in Tensai in a handicap match. It was advertised as Big Show and John Laurinaitis teaming, but instead Tensai replaced Big Johnny. Cena got the biggest pop of the night. Late in the match, Show accidentally hit Tensai with the Weapons of Mass Destruction punch, Cena hit the show with attitude adjustment and pinned Tensai. Afterwards, Big Johnny came out and hit Cena with a chair. Cena came back and took him out with attitude adjustment to send the crowd home happy. Okay, courtesy of Facebook.com/Brandon Legan. My buddy on there, he's my correspondent at the event. And he comments on the dark match main event. It was, he said, was advertised as Cena versus Big Show and Laurinaitis. But it was Cena versus Show and Tensai. And the end hit, Show actually missed the KO punch and hit Tensai by mistake. Cena attitude adjusted Show for the pin and the win. Laurinaitis then came out and hit Cena with a chair, but Cena hit him with an attitude adjustment to end the show. Send the crowd home happy. So that was a little bit different in the main event matches there. Dark match main event, I should say. And thank you for watching, and y'all have a nice week. Peace out. God bless.